It's been so long, but finally, I've got some trophies, I've got some rewards to pull out for game week 290, I think it must have been, as we're getting now on Sorare, we can finally see the teams, we can make the lineups, we can look at the prize pools for game week 292. In the video today, guys, I'll be opening up some tier 1 rewards that I've picked up from this game week, and I'll briefly show you my lineups going into the first European game week for my club, FC Barcelona. And make sure if you're catching this video as it comes out relatively live, I'm doing a stream with John tonight on his channel. We're going to talk about the new changes to the scoring matrix. On my channel tomorrow, there's a new kind of beginner video coming out, if you like. That will be the video I select the random comment from for the Diego Souza rare giveaway for the end of this month. So if you're interested in that, make sure you don't miss it. And across both channels here at Quinny 3001 and Sorare TV, as we ramp up towards the new season starting, there's content coming out the Who'sa all the way through the whole week. I hope to see you involved in all of that. At any point in the video today, if you do laugh, you learn, you like something or whatever, please do like and subscribe, share, retweet, all that good stuff, guys. Stay out of trouble, and let's get stuck into it. If you could hit the subscribe button, I do daily global football content, everything from Wonder Kids and Rising Star Managers to fantasy football and watch-alongs. That will also automatically enter you into my April giveaway. This month, I'm giving away a rare under-23 goalkeeper in the Turkish Superliga, Diego Souza, and 2 limited goalkeepers. If you want to stick around to the end of the video, we'll get into all the giveaway stuff again there. Now, not only is this the first game week in what feels like eternity that I'm winning some rewards, but it's also the first real game week prize reward winning that I've got with the new reveal system, so it's going to be so much fun. And the team that won me the reward, I've got to say, is a special looking team. Tati Castellanos, I got the jersey number, I traded in on the dip for the move to Girona. I think it's actually going to pay off. I think he'll be really good at Girona. But I got him in as captain for his last game as an NYCFC player. Leaves the club a legend. Wanyama showed up, Leggett showed up, Callens and Johnson all showed up, and you know, that's the big reward. We were sitting in the top 10 for a fair amount of the game week, but unfortunately we didn't quite hold it. We finished top 30, so it should be a fairly decent tier 1 rare that these guys have bagged me a reward in. And with All-Star Limited, it was King Carlos Lampe dropping another 70. And this team, by the way, when I put it together, I just thought this should be just a solid enough team. I thought putting Neymar and Thiago together should be kind of cheating if Jordan Morris showed up. And Alex Roldan just kind of done a 55, nothing too spectacular. And picking up a tier 1 for a team like this, I'm actually pretty happy with. I made a fantastic choice on my captain. Always went, you know, in this situation, I've went for the guy who's multiple decisive capable. And, you know, the goalkeepers came up trumps with his clean sheet and everything else as well. So 2 good tier 1s, and then we've picked up a little bit of ETH. Unfortunately, Lewis Morgan totally kneecapped this team, so we're only getting the lower amount, and equally, had he played, you know, I don't know how close or how far we might have been away, even from a tier 3 rare from this division, could have been something nice. And unfortunately, Captain Token and the gang just missed out in the rare pro division. Van der Voort and Klamala really let the side down. The super rares didn't really turn up in a big way, it must be said, but had Van der Voort got to about 40 odd and if Kamala had got a decisive, then I think we would have been in amongst it. So without any further ado, let's see the rewards. Let's get going. Here's our ETH first of all. Dun 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 dun. Lower amount, that's nice, okay. And then what do I do? I press this button. Okay, so the tier 1 limited. Now, the limited pool is absolutely huge. It could be almost anyone. Let's just see who it is. I've got a feeling it might be Aubameyang. I don't know why. No, it's a Portland Timbers player. He's 31 years of age. He's a forward. He's Goda Yemichara. I think that works. Yeah, I think he's useful. And yeah, brilliant. Fantastic. And then the rare. 32nd, we actually ended up in the end, which is unfortunate. I think I lost a couple of points, point and a half or so. This, again, could be absolutely anyone. I think it's kind of likely I get a goalkeeper. I don't know. Let's see. Tier 1 rare. From Nashville. He's 33 years old. He is in goals. Please be Willis. Yes, playing goalkeeper. I don't know why, but see, yes. Booyah, playing goalkeeper. Jackpot, man. Love it. So, the reason I thought that, right, is because when I went into, what must it have been? This button here? Yeah. When I was in here, like yesterday or something, I had this little thing that you can see, and I thought, oh, that's interesting. I'll click on this, and I clicked on it. It took me to like this section. There was quite a lot of goalkeepers. I remember Slowik, Stuver was there. I remember Marcinowski was there. And it does look a little bit different, but it was like this kind of portion of the pool. Yeah, Kalina was knocking around and these sorts of guys. So I don't know. I just had a wee feeling in my bones that we were going to get a goalkeeper today in that rare. Yemi Chara Limited goes for around €50 or so, but he's got good enough averages. He can play for me in a lot of different divisions. I'm quite happy to bring him into FC Barcelona. And Willis now is trading for about 0.4ish or so. It's a pretty cheap starting goalkeeper, it must be said. But again, with his scores, L1544, he's underdog qualified, underdog capable. And, it's funny, I'll be talking about this more with John later on, right? But on the Willis note, for me, some of the changes we've had with goalkeepers, you will see a reward for those goalkeepers that don't really concede that often through the season. As I'm scrolling through these scores now, Nashville don't have clean sheets aplenty, especially recently. But being a low scored against team, and they've got 4 goals here against Charlotte, but Charlotte at home are a different kettle of fish this season, it would seem. But that in itself won't necessarily gain players points, but if they are just hammered on the negatives, less than some other guys that concede like 2 or 3 quite regularly, then solid guys like Willis could yet show their value. And now I've got to say, guys, the rewards, I'm really happy with those rewards, but I have been waiting for Game Week 292 for as long as I've not won a reward, basically eternity. And finally, we now have the Game Week Centre open. We can go and fill in the teams. Now I've got like 8 teams. I'm not going to show you all 8 of them. I'm only going to show you the meaningful ones, the ones that FC Barcelona have been training and cultivating over the off-season in preparation for the new season starting. The top team we're listing out, we're going with rare Joe Hart and goals, Rio Hatate defender card, the unique McGregor, Captain Kyogo and Maeda. And as you can see, the prize pool, we have a star super rare for winning the damn thing. The podium itself is quite generous as long as I get top 10. Top 10 is what I'm always shooting for with this team. And when I look through the fixtures of all the matches in this game week, Celtic are one of the stronger teams having a match. And, Aberdeen are definitely a strong opponent, but with it being Flag Day, opening game of the season, and how good and strong the team is, we've definitely got one of the more favourable fixtures, I would suggest. So I've got a lot of hopes going on Celtic this game week, especially with my number 1 team. My number 2 team is a very similar story. I don't have 2 Joe Harts, unfortunately, so Sean Johnson is going to come in here. I might actually have a Willis I can now deploy, which could be fun. Greg Taylor, I think, starts. Sebastian Daboy, he's an honorary Celtic kind of player in this sense. He is going to be a super rare midfielder to accommodate Captain Jota till I die and rare Kyogo. And again, when I look at the prize pool for this, the star rares, I think it only goes to like 15. Yeah, so we're getting star rares for 15, which isn't quite that great, right? But again, it's very early season. We've only got a few of the rural divisions, Scotland, Belgium, etc. back on. And we're getting tier 2s all the way back to 90. So even though this is probably my second strongest team on paper, it's a prize pool that takes no mercy. Your guys need to come off to get into the top 100, and the top 100 doesn't even fully pay out prizes this game week. My number 3 team is really newly assembled with the Ian Harks and the unique Mulgrew. I think Dundee United have got a good game away to Kilmarnock. Away at Kilmarnock's always a kind of tricky enough fixture, but I think Dundee United have got a great, I think they'll have a good result of it. And then I've got Captain Rio, Giacomakis, and then Van der Vert's the only challenger keeper I've got going on. And again, when I look at the prize pool, I could be shooting for top 10 in this division, and if I'm getting into the top 10 with this team that I've picked up for a very nominal budget over the course of my Sorare career, my journey if you like, I'll be absolutely buzzing. And with these being my top 3 teams, it's all really centred around Celtic. There's a wee sprinkling of NYC, there's a wee sprinkling of Dundee United, and overall I just expect the whole game week to be fireworks for that kind of main, and this is probably my 4th favourite team at this point. Talis Magno goes in here just as a filler card, just the best kind of option going around with this kind of main body Celtic stack that we've got there. And again, the prize pool is very generous. We've got star limiteds for top 30, which is actually pretty decent. And then we're getting tier 1s for the top 140. Huge tier 2 section for about 400 places. And then about 1,200 spots are getting tier 3 limited. So great prize pool, very competitive competition, and the high scores will take the league, really. Now, we've got what I'm going to call the Lampe Hoagie, right? So, I know from just like TV, cinema and whatever, that hoagie is like a sandwich in New York. In Glasgow, a hoagie is a very different thing. And so I like that we both have that in common, that we both eat hoagies in sort of some description. And then Lampe is the odd one out here. So we've got a Lampe hoagie with the Celtic. So I've got Malte Amundsen and Leila Bada are both of my L15 under 40 players, so the guys that don't have the big scoring track record. And then Thiago Martins is on a 59, Rio Tati's on the mid-40s, so both of them are my average Joes. And then Carlos Lampe is my over 60 player. Now, this is a wee bit of a left field move, you know, having the goalkeeper L15 over 60, i.e. being like the stud of the five. But hey ho, stranger things have happened. It's a star rare. These are limited cards, remember? This is a star rare podium. Very exciting competition. I'm playing my best goalkeeper there. Yeah, maybe it's Joe Hart, but I can only get 2 Celtic players in, and I really want a Abada and Hatate to be filling. If we can get top 40, we'll be getting a rare of some description, which is cool. But even placing in the top 450, we'll be walking out with a card. And with how strong this team is composed, again, I'm quite confident we should be able to get something fun out of this division. Now, this is just to illustrate exactly how shallow I am on like goalkeepers and rare mids. Now, I actually might be able to change Tanny for Willis. I can. So I can play Tanny for Willis. This might actually open up a wee alternative for me. I don't have any other options other than Ideguchi for rare mid. Callans is the best one I've got going around. And then Maeda and Hatate again speak for themselves. So now, thanks to winning that, I can now play this team under 23s. Now again, the problem is I'm actually very thin on rares now. Jens is a 50-50 play if he's even going to start. I actually feel like Harwood Bellis is kind of similar. He's not even featured in pre-season yet for Burnley. So coming into this competitive game, I'm not even too sure he would start. So I can make this team, which I feel a little tiny bit better about. I think Jens is maybe marginally more likely to start than Harwood Bellis. Acevedo will start. Barco should feature, as should Andrade. And, you know, Huda captain in this team. Really, Andrade is the only option. So I actually can now get another 23 team out now, which is fun, thanks to winning the Willis. Let me know in the comment section down below, guys, what you think of the new scoring matrix, as well as how excited you are for Game Week 292. What competition are you prioritising? Who do you think is going to be the talk of the town, the story that's going to come out of nowhere and bang out a huge score? I hope you've enjoyed this one, guys. Thanks for joining me on my reward reveal opening. Be sure to check me out on John's stream. The videos tomorrow for the giveaway, of course, of the Diego Souza, and all the collaborations and all the amazing content that will be coming out on Sorare TV and here at Quinny 3001 over the coming days. Yeah, like, subscribe, share, retweet, all that good stuff, guys. Stay out of trouble, and I will catch you on the next one. Take care. Bye-bye. Let's get into all the giveaway stuff before I let you go. I'm still doing monthly giveaways and I'm making it easier to enter. If you want to be entered to win this month's prize or any future giveaways here at the channel, all the same rules will always apply. Hit the subscribe button, you need to be a subscriber to enter, then leave a comment down below. Each month, a random comment from a random video will be selected as the winner, so the more videos you leave a comment on, the better the chance you've got of winning any of my giveaways. All the winners are announced at the end of videos the same way as we're doing here. The best way to keep up with the content has always been to hit the notification bell with all notifications turned on. As always, guys, if you've enjoyed the video today, I'd appreciate it if you hit the like button. On screen there now is some other stuff that I've made that YouTube thinks you might enjoy. Stay out of trouble, and I'll catch you on the next one. Take care. Bye bye.